The comeliness of young men is their strength, and the splendor of old men is their gray hair. That is Proverbs 20:29. It makes me think back. Um, I think back to when I was younger. Like I'm 44 years old now. Nowhere near done in life, nowhere near giving up or anything like that. But I I always wonder with all the social media, the Facebook, the Instagram, the YouTube, the TikTok, all that stuff when I put myself up on there, it makes me wonder back what do I look like to people that I went to high school with, or what do I look like to my children, or something like that. It's not really something that's talked about. It's not something that is really important. But then you go through, you're scrolling through, you start to see how people have either fell off or like what do they look like now? What are they doing in life? Not in a comparison type thing, but just knowing where you can be at in life. You always wonder, like, wow, who is that old person? Holy crap. They were a freshman in high school when I was already working in my 20s, but they look like they're 70. People have a hard life. People don't take care of themselves. People don't know about health. People don't eat right. People people will just completely go astray. I believe that I was lucky to have a desire and a drive to want to be an athlete or something, just to have a drive to do something better where I didn't get stagnant, I didn't fall off young. I like I was looking at this Instagram reel today. I don't know if it'll be able to get in focus, but for some of you that uh, are as old as me, you knew this show, Cheers, and you see those ages on people. I didn't know that they were this young. Most of them, mostly all of them on the cast of Cheers, they were extremely young, and they're like Woody Harrelson on Cheers was 24 when he started that show. Anyway, everybody else was in their 30s. That is a mind trip, finding stuff out like that, because when I was younger, you I would look at my teachers and think, oh, they are so much older than me. They are uh, the adults are so much older than me. When I would look at my mother is so much older than me. But no, we're all, well, at least now, around the same age. Like, a lot of my teachers were young. They were in their 20s and early 30s. Now, with me being 44, I wonder what my comparison would be to them. Like, what do my sons see when they see me? Do they see a really old man, or do they see a man with some wisdom, that gray in his beard? Do I look like I need to be in an elderly nursing home, or do I don't know, because there were people that I would see and be like, oh, they look fairly young, and find out they're actually old. Then I would see people that are actually old and look look even older. Like, here is me 16 years ago. 16 years ago. Will it do all the focus and lighting things? I don't know. But that's 16 years ago. Maybe I'll use this as the thumbnail or something like that. But that was me at my uh, 10-year class reunion in 2008. No beard, no gray hair, still had my mohawk. Uh, this was maybe a year into my professional fighting career, and just training hard every day, doing everything that I could to strive to be as physically fit that I could as a heavyweight fighter. Like now, I am my weight back then was all over the place. Where whether I was walking around at 270 and had to cut to 265, or being as low as my walk around weight at 230 and cutting down to fight at 205 once. It's it is a, a crazy um, crazy history, or look at of memories of what I look like. That's pretty much the same beard that I have now, and my mohawk and everything, slim, flat stomach. But what is all of that to come? I just don't know. My drive in life is not to be the fittest person in the room. It's not to be the the youngest looking guy. I'm working on making sure that I age gracefully. I don't want to someone to look at me like, oh, ooh, that you must have had a rough life. How old are you? 70? No, I'm 46 years old. But there are those people out there like that. And I also don't think that it would be fair that when I turn 50 and people are like, besides your gray beard, are you in your 30s or 20s? I don't know if that would be a fair comparison, but there are some people out there like that, that they defy aging as they get older. So I don't know. This was just a thought of how am I seen to other people when you watch my videos. Do I come across as a old guy? Do I come across as a young guy? Like where do you see me? Because when I look in the mirror, I see something a little bit different. It's not I don't look in the mirror and see that I'm a old guy yet, but I also can look in the mirror and see that I'm not young. I'm not that same person that I was 16 years ago. It is a journey that I'm blessed to be on. But I don't know. I don't know if people actually pay attention to what they look like outside of the clothes that they're wearing. The wrinkles in your face, the creases or pop marks in your skin, the blemishes, the cuts, the bruises, they all tend to tell a story. And I think that as you age, if you're doing it gracefully, how you look will tell a story. And hopefully it's a blessed one. That's about all that I have on this subject. But you let me know. How do you feel about yourself when you look at yourself in the mirror? Are you that same person that you think of? What is your reality? Are you aging gracefully? Have you embraced the Father's word so that you can be reborn again in his kingdom? Something that you should think about, pray about, dive in your word about. Shalom.